Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this meeting today. Our meeting today is here as on Sundays. We're discussing several things, matters about health. Today we're going to discuss the matter of immune health and how do we boost our immunity. Welcome once again, all those joining us from Nairobi this Sunday afternoon. If you're joining us from elsewhere, it might be morning. Welcome. Good afternoon once again and welcome. My name is Dan Podero and I have been a member of this business for a while now, for about almost 27 years. And we share some of the insights we've learned from the business, some of the experiences we've had, and some of the insights we've been given from the scientific advisory board that backs up our business. Today we're discussing, as I've just mentioned before, we're discussing immune health. And immune health is something that we all need to be cognizant of, be aware of, and ask ourselves, what are we doing about our immunity? How are we helping our immunity? This afternoon, we'll discuss this issue and see how best to do it and why Neolife would be a good company to look at and see how they can address immune health, which is basically making hay while the sun shines, and before things are bad, doing something about it. A stitch in 9, it says, saves 9. So if we do something about our immunity now, it will help us avoid a lot of problems later. We'll move on swiftly. What I'd like to do is share some of the ideas we have and some of the information we have from Neolife that they have provided for us, and the things that we then can pay attention to. So immune health, and this is boosting immune health. A lot of us go through, sometimes we get, there are things that affect all of us. Some people get affected worse, and it all depends on how we are affected is how strong our immunity is. One of the things that is a basis for keeping ourselves healthy is taking care of the immunity. What is the best way to do this? Now, some of the things we must consider as we're going through this, some considerations we need to make and which would be good to have. Some of the considerations we have: a strong immune system, and as it says, keeps us going through the day, keeps us going through the day without us noticing. So the body always is fighting. When they're not fighting off infections, bacteria that will make us sick. Our immune system are also helping us thrive in different ways. Every time you move around, something hits you, something you get in, you eat something that is not good, the immunity is working. It is working constantly. Now, a healthy immune system helps us keep alert, avoid feelings of fatigue. Tiredness can sometimes result from catching a cold or viral infections. Colds and flus may not be life-threatening. Things like cold became life-threatening at that time, but we got the immunity from it. So they're not life-threatening, but they put us down. And when your immunity is down, the system works hard to help bacteria get out of the body. So these are things that happens in our body. And so there are things that we can do always to ensure that we have great immunity. The internal structure of our also helps heal injuries quicker so we can return to our everyday routines. when you've had an accident, the body is fighting to heal it. It goes to that area to fight and heal that area. So then the body works on it. So the body then works. How does it help to heal the area that has been damaged? Cells have been, things have died there. It clears it out. So every time you got a hit, every time you get into a situation where the body has to repair itself and fight back, the immunity is then tested. Now, some of the things we must consider: the causes of immunity challenges. What causes immunity challenges in our bodies? What are the things that will cause us our immunity to be challenged? Things like bacteria. A place that is dirty, bacteria. Maybe not dirty, but there's a lot of bacteria out there. People coughing. So sometimes one of the things that we had when we had the COVID pandemic, people are wearing masks, which is still maybe a good thing to do at times when you go to a place which is crowded, because there's a bacteria in the air, someone is coughing, something is coming, some chemicals there. Viruses, molds, airborne allergens are things that can affect our immunity. And these are biological challenges. Sometimes you cannot see them, but you go sometimes when you're in a house and the other people get sick, and you find, or you're in an office, someone has a cold, we end up getting many people getting a cold. And there are many different variants of colds. You get 2 or 3 colds all as you go along. So these are the things that we need to consider. So what is affecting our health? How are we getting affected? Then there are things like biochemical. There's a biochemical things which we have to also take care of. Biochemical, agriculture, chemicals in agriculture, things that we're using when we're in our foods. Those things are taken care of. So these are things that we have to be cognizant of. Industrial chemicals, cleaning sometimes, and you're looking for something to clean the house, or you go to an area that has been cleaned. The chemicals affect your immunity system. In the environment, just out as we walk around, our foods, the air we have, the foods, the water, all these things have chemicals. Sometimes you say we have to have the water, we put things like chlorine to clean the water. That is good. But sometimes the things that we use in our waters to make sure that the water is healthy can also be things that then affect our immune system. So these are things that we all around us. We are it's happening to us over and over. And this is how we live. Things we live with. So what are we doing to help to get it what are we doing that we ensure that they don't affect us too much, they compromise us? Because if your immune system is compromised, it doesn't fight enough, then you'll find that you have you'll find that you are challenged, you get sick, something gets in, the body cannot fight any longer, it can be put down. And if the body cannot fight it, then you have a problem. It can become fatal. But if we know what are the things that cause our immunity challenge, it's good, because then we can say, how can we avoid? Some of the issues we have, things that we have that are causing us, the effects of having a compromised immunity. You get some things like stomach issues, bloating, diarrhea, colds and coughs, recurring episodes of colds and coughs. You're having a cold that's coming over and over again. Someone is always having a running, a cough over and over again, because he picks up one of the something here, he picks up another thing. The immune system is not working strong enough. So it shows in symptoms that we have. These are the symptoms it shows that the body is fighting, and it is actually getting beaten. It shows the symptoms. These are problems. We're having problems. It's losing the war. The body is losing. The immune system is not strong enough for us. Yeah, so then you find that you're losing out. And this is the things we have to think about. Fatigue, feeling tired. You feel I'm so tired. You're feeling tired, exhausted all the time. What is causing your exhaustion? A bad immune system, frequent infections, sinuses, ear infection, urine infection. You're constantly getting infections. You're constantly having to go to the doctor to take medicines. You're constantly on that. These are the symptoms and shows that the immune system is weak. If these are things you tick off, and you're saying, what are the things that, how do I know that my immunity is weak? These are the things you say, constantly sick. These are the things you take off. You go to the office, you're always not feeling well, you're not feeling good, you're wondering what is happening. Your immune system is then challenged. Some of the things also that cause us, and we go again to one of some of the causes, sometimes it could be hereditary. Over the time, you have inherited a weakish immunity. Your parents had it, your grandparents had it, someone in the family was always a weak immunity. Then we have to work on making it stronger as we go along. High stress. There's a lot of stress happening. Too little money. Too many bills. Lack of exercise. You don't do exercise a lot. You say, I'm too busy, I don't have time to exercise. This could cause you also, can affect your immunity. Bad habits, too much drinking, overdoing things, too many sweets, too much of something, bad habits. The body, instead of now doing a proper fight, is now fighting things, taking care of the bad habits you're causing it, to help it to heal, to mend. Poor diet. You don't feel like eating all the time, you have got a poor diet. This could also help, because the body needs nutrients which we eat from our eating that helps us to strengthen our immunity. Excessive of drugs. You're taking too many drugs. You're always on some drug, on something. This could cause a challenge to our immunity. Nutritional deficiencies. You don't have enough fruits and vegetables. You're not having enough of the fruits. You're not doing. You're looking at nutritional. You eat some things you don't eat. You might be a vegetarian, so some things you're not eating. So some of the things you get from the protein, and we get a lot in meats, we miss out on. Or something that you miss out on, something you don't like, you're allergic to something, you're avoiding some foods, which give you some good nutritional value, and we miss out on them. This could cause us also a compromise on our immunity. What are the ways that then we need to think about it? Then, if this is the case, what are the things that we can do to ensure that we improve our immunity? What are the things that we can do? Because there are things that we can work on, not and we only rush the doctor and ask him, you yourself, what am I doing in my family? What can I do to improve the immunity if I've got all those challenges? The first thing, of course, nutrient-rich diet. Get a diet that is rich in nutrients. Get some quality sleep. Ensure that you're sleeping well. Staying hydrated. They say about 8 glasses of water a day, or 2 liters of water a day is always good for the immunity. Limit the sugar consumption. Limit. We don't say, if you can avoid it, maybe that would be good, but if you can't, limit it. It's normally said that when we take sugar or something sugary, our immune system is disabled. It's actually disabled for 3 hours after taking something sugary. 3 hours, we're open to anything. 3 hours after taking something sugary. These are studies which have been done. So limit the sugar consumption. Exercise. Do some exercises. If you can't go to a gym, maybe walking, maybe using stairs, walking from one area to another instead of using bodas and motorcycles or other transports. Sometimes do a lot of walking. Wash hands. Get out the bacteria that might be there. You've touched something that is not clean. You've come out from touching things. Wash your hands as you get into the house. Wash hands often. Minimize stress. Find ways to minimize stress. If I'm not earning enough money, how do I earn a little bit more? We cannot talk about that now, but minimize stress. Things that cause you stress, minimize them. Use natural supplements. And in our day and age, this is one thing that we need to do because we're not getting enough from the normal foods. So we need to get onto natural supplements. And this is where Neolife then really comes in. Now, Neolife has been a company that began, is now over 65 years, has been around for 65 years, 50 different markets around the world. And the founder who at age 19 was having challenges with health, and his mother found natural remedies. That's why that helped him. And with that, he got in and started looking for ways that he can get natural remedies, things that can help our health. And it developed, a business developed from there. But the business developed in a way that it was serious, that we said, not only do we develop business, but a business serious, that the things that we are putting out there are things that are worth it. So they also have a scientific advisory board that sits behind the developers of the products we have. And like many companies that are around, the things that are put out by Neolife have been checked, tried, tested, and are continuously checked on by a scientific advisory board. The founder of the scientific advisory board is someone called Dr. Arthur First, the late Dr. Arthur First, who was also the person who came up with the treatment for cancer chemotherapy. And he's one of the persons who founded that board in almost 1978, a long time ago. And they have always got a worldwide group of scientists who check on the products. So when you use products and when someone recommends products from Neolife, not because we just like it and we just want to, it's because the products work. And over the period of time that we've been around, 65 years, they have a difference. They make a difference. And you can see the choices that are there. There's a check area. So there's a difference there. Neolife checks that the quality of the product is always good. Many times we don't know about the quality. People talk about quality, but what are they doing seriously about the quality? You can go and do research. Neolife, in fact, the person who invited you has got a page where where they talk about products, they talk about what scientists are doing, and there's a continuous work going on. So this is what Neolife is. One of the things, and the basic, we go back, when you're looking about health, go back to the basic, the wellness pyramid. And to be healthy, Neolife, and not only Neolife, it's because the World Health Organization came up with this study for what is it to be well and healthy. And there's something called a wellness pyramid, which says that the basis of the pyramid at the bottom, at the main important thing we always must do is physical activity and weight management, what kind of foods we have. Our bulk of our food should be whole grains, as much of whole grains as we can have. Then the next majority of the food we have on our plates should be fruits and vegetables. And then we minimize the amount of proteins we take in and very little fats. And this is a healthy pyramid. If this is how you eat, then you're knowing you're working towards health. And we should do that every day. It's something we can do on a day-to-day basis, every day. But many times what happens, we turn it upside down. We turn it upside down, which means that we don't do these things as it should be. Minimal activity. Where we run with a car, we do that. We're not doing enough activity. Whole grains, we don't normally, we like refined. We're having, a lot of people prefer refined foods, processed. Fruits and vegetables. The place that they sell the most fruits and vegetables, and you can go and check on this, is outside hospitals. Now it's changing a little bit. We have people now selling more, but it's not a big thing. It's not a big thing to promote fruits and vegetables. In fact, sometimes some people say in the house, fruits and vegetables is for the children and for the wives and for the ladies. We men don't eat, and most people say we like small protein. And then the fatty foods, we have a lot of that. And this causes us problems when we start doing too much of that. Fast foods, and we see we enjoy it. Easy, something to go easy. It's nice and tasty on the palate, but causes us challenges in the long run. So do an audit on how am I eating? Is this my eating habit? When I'm going towards the festive season, how much of this do I eat? When I'm doing for a fast meal, what do I eat? And what can we do about it? If this is our problem, if this we have turned around, what can we do about it? How can we turn your pyramid upside back right? If it's that way, how can we turn it back? And the solution is what Neolife has. And going back all those years, they did research. And some they came up with products, and one of the products which is one of the basis and helps us to address this is the Provitality Pack, a product called the Provitality Pack, which has got one of the things. First of all, the grain concentrates, whole grain. Many years back when we had the Revolution Age, back in the 1950s, because of food processing, they stripped grain of the essential part of it, which is the rice bran, soya, and they stripped it off. And they were giving that to animals and having people not having the full grain meal. When you take something out of grain and you grind it. Now, 3NN, which was produced that time, has this grain concentrates. Put it back in a product. So you have that in your product. Then you've got a product called carotenoid complex, the immune system booster that is patented, that protects cells and optimizes the boosting of the immune system. Then there's the fats and sugars on omega-3 salmon oil, which helps also maximize good health. And then the essential vitamins and minerals which you put into a product. So this is one of the bases. It helps in turning because then you're talking about your grain and you're putting the things that we need to put back in our diet, eating well, bridging the gap that has caused because of our eating habits, and this is how we get sorted out. Some of the aspects that we have by taking these things, we get a powerful antioxidant protection, heart health, healthy brain functions, flexible joints. These are some of the components we get because we start getting grain concentrates like that. What helps us, this is what is helpful for us to have youthful skin, lifelong cellular health. This is the benefits we get from the products we have researched by the Scientific Advisory Board. And of course, I go back again. One of the bases, and I say one of the bases we have is a product called 3NN, which is the basis. And there's no other company in the world to date that has a product like this one. And what it does, the basis what it does, our body is made out of cells which have to be fed. The cells have to be fed. If they don't have enough grain content, which makes the nutrients get in and toxins get out, it becomes compromised. The 3NN grain concentrates made out of rice bran, once again, soya bean, and wheat germ help the lipids and sterols, which help the cell wall to become supple, so nutrients get in, toxins get out well. And then your taking in of nutrients is enhanced because of this. With more optimal taking in, the body then gives you back optimal health benefits. It's a straight away a quick reduction of the problems you may have because of stress and other things that cause you problems. Nutrients get in well. The trouble we have there of a poor diet is then helped here because then the food you're taking in gets in where it's needed. One of the things that was produced, and one of the people behind this was now carotenoid complex. And this product optimizes the immune system function by 37% in 20 days. Carotenoid complex, patented, extremely good. So if you have a compromised immune system, this is the product you must get. If nothing else, you don't take anything else today, say, I need to get some carotenoid complex because this product will help you from where you are. Wherever you are, it will increase. In 20 days, you will be better off. It's been clinically proven. First of all, the USDA, the United States Department of Drug and Agriculture Research, says it boosts immune system. This is something done by research, not by Neolife, outside the United States Department. This is a research done, clinically proven. Reduces oxidation and cholesterol. Boosts antioxidant levels in the blood to support your vital organs. Other key benefits of this: the most complete carotenoid supplement in the market, the most complete, made out of fruits and vegetables, providing optimal servings of fruits, vegetables with each capsule. If you're going to a place that's maybe you're prone to getting malaria, like the coast or to Western Kenya, this is a product would be great to take because it helps you there. Each of the bottle contains 115 kilograms of raw fruits and vegetables, the equivalent of 115 kilograms of equivalent of. So sometimes you say you have to eat a lot of fruits because sometimes the fruits we have don't have so much benefit because of the way they are done, grown for profit and not for our benefit. You might be eating fruits, but they're not getting enough. This one ensures that you bridge that gap. A whole food supplementation. And it's an exclusive product and it is patented. Besides boosting immune system, also it slows down the growth of cancer in carcinogens in the body. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But this is what it does. If for nothing else, if you've got a very bad immune system, this is the thing. Please, the person who invited you, ask them, how can I get this? And if you're a person in this business and you've not recommended this product, you're doing people out there a disfavor because they are missing out. One of the greatest things that has been produced there that helps. Another very good product that we have there is the omega-3 salmon oil plus. And this one has, salmon oil plus it helps with normal growth, development, and immune function at a cellular level. Salmon oil plus. It is said that we need to have, it is recommended 2 fish meals a week. And if you're not doing that, take this product. Have this product with you. It is balanced. It has got all the 3 omega-3s from pure salmon oil, no scavengers, pure salmon oil. It's clinically tested also. The things we talk about here are not things from our own mouths. That's not because we just say, clinically tested by scientists around the world. Ultra pure omega-3 also, especially for people who are already infected with viruses, to stop inflammation. So if you get infected, stop inflammation, this is the product to take. The omega-3 salmon oil. Yeah, this is the product you need to be taking. Then there's a product called Phytodefense. Phytodefense is another product we have there, and Phytodefense has, details of Phytodefense are, it's a convenient pack of all the immune boosting things that also help clear carcinogens. Conveniently packed there. It's got 3 capsules of carotenoid complex within that pack. 3 capsules. It also has 2 tablets of flavonoid, which are helping clear carcinogens in the watery part of the body. It has also 1 tablet of cruciferous plants, which help in the thyroid glands, the mammary places there. So all the thyroid glands in that area, prostate, mammary glands, very good product to have. The details, this is what we have in the Phyto Defense product. How is it used? We take 1 packet daily. Suggested. This product, sometimes we say it's expensive, but the product is vital. At least once a year, take the Phyto Defense. Once a year, take the Phyto Defense. And I remember a story where somebody had, there was somebody who had, was diagnosed with intestinal cancer, and the family was going for treatment, and they asked, what can we take? This helped them. In 3 months' time, that helped them completely. Another product is the garlic allium complex, which is a natural antibiotic. A natural antibiotic. You know, sometimes when you go there and you have infection, says doctor gives you an antibiotic. This is a natural antibiotic. And the natural antibiotic, and this is some of the benefits. Garlic phytonutrients helps to maintain healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Anyone who has got a blood pressure challenge and they're looking for something, garlic allium complex is a natural antibiotic, plus it helps maintain that level. It supports healthy immune response and normal cell growth and renewal. It has a natural antimicrobial property. These are things that we have in it. It's an exclusive band targeted delivery technology. This thing helps the allicin, which is important, to go directly into your intestine, eliminating any aftertaste. So you don't get the aftertaste of garlic when you use it, because it gets out, the delivery gets delivered in your intestine. It has got no odor formula, minimizes the garlic breath, does not cause you garlic breath. But garlic allium complex is a natural antibiotic. So sometimes when a doctor says you need some antibiotics, sometimes after taking an antibiotic, you find you're more prone to other infections and things. But this one is natural. Normally antibiotics you take only for a few days and then you have to get off them. You can take it over and over again. Very good product to have and to help us boost our immune system. Garlic allium complex is a product we have. Another product we have and which helps our immune system is vitamin C and gives your body a natural boost. And this is pure vitamin C. It's a very good vitamin C product. It's a primary antioxidant. It is antiviral. It is the concentrate in our body which will build structures that will stand assault viruses and organisms. So a high dose of vitamin C can be taken if you're having a cold or a flu or anything else. This can be taken. The thing about supplementation, unlike medication and unlike synthetic supplementation, natural supplementation, a high dose can be taken for and has a healing kind of effect. So like something like your vitamin C, you can take a lot of them. Yeah. In COVID situations, it provides a repair for tissue damage. When COVID came around, there was damage. And when you get sick, there's damage. It helps repair the damage. It helps repairing it. Another product which is also good for the immune system is now calcium and magnesium with vitamin D. The vitamin D suppresses the immunity process, prevention of acute respiratory infections. So CalMag is also another product that's helped in building your immune system, interestingly enough. A very good product I talk about all the time is zinc. And the zinc that we will take there, and zinc has got the benefits, supports normal growth, development, immune function, cellular repair. Zinc has multiple applications. Things like you're needed for over 100 body enzymes functions, antioxidants. It's involved in carbohydrate metabolism, activation of vitamin C, especially B vitamins, pure and potent. Pharmaceutical grade zinc base provides high purity of high potency zinc. Our zinc is good. I have done it on several times. When you get a very bad cold, you can take zinc. High doses of zinc can clear a cold. When someone is sick before operation, take about 10 zinc tablets. Helps that one. There's a lot of information about the product we can go through. But before we go further, I'd like to call in one of our leaders in our business, Salome, who has got a testimony. Because you might be hearing me speaking and saying, oh, that's what he says. But Salome has joined the business. She's a senior manager in the business, growing it quick. Salome, are you there? I'd like Salome just to give us a bit about her story. Some personal.
Hello.
Hello, Salome.
Hello to you, Mr. Odero. I'm fine. I'm Salome Chemjon, a mother of 2 young adults. Okay, New Life Products found me somewhere this year when I really wanted. Somebody just introduced to me somewhere 2019, but since I knew it was a business and I had no time, so I just ignored it. Then in 2020, I lost my husband, and now problems start coming in. I started becoming depressed. I lost a lot of weight. I was not feeding at all. I lost a lot of kilos until this year, February, when it just came to me that maybe I try supplements whether I can feed well and improve my immunity. And that's why I started. I called my helpline to fill the forms, and I joined Express, and I started taking Profitality, carotenoid, salmon, zinc, Calmac. All those ones you explained today, I used all of them. And in fact, within 2 weeks, I was up. In fact, I was so bad that from 70 kilos to 57. And I was just seeing I'm going. But one thing I knew I was going down and down because I was not feeding. I could not even want to list or to even the smell of food I didn't want. So I went to the hospital. My son took me to the hospital, and they told me I have anxiety, depression. But I didn't believe it because I was sleeping well. I was not thinking about anything. So, but now when I started using, after 2 weeks, I was not even when I walk, I usually make sure I'm stable, because if anything can knock my leg, I'll just go. I had no control of. I could fall down anyhow, and I could not support myself. So my back was so aching, my joints were so bad. After taking for only 3 months, I started getting a lot of energy. I could feel so well. And now my even neighbors, they knew my situation, and they are telling me, Salome, what's up? You are improving so fast. What is not happening? So I told them. And for sure, whatever Odero talked about it today, all of them, I think you can see even on my back, all these, the ones you are seeing, they are empty bags. I've used and fused, and I don't miss even a single day. I use about 2 or 3 supplements. It has really helped me. If somebody could have shared my photo back on that 2021, 2022, and today, you cannot compare. So this new life has really helped me. And my neighbor, my immediate neighbor, who saw the progress because she knew about my problem, she saw it, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So very fast, I told her, before you go for surgery, just take Profitality and salmon. And she took it after 2 weeks. She went to Aga Khan, she was operated, and she came home the following day, not feeling even a single pain. She was given Panadol, but she could not take it because she was not feeling anything. Then we came, we stayed because we were together. We stayed. I was just telling her to continue taking salmon and Neolife and Profitality. She continued and continued. Today, she's almost 6 months since she's not feeling anything. She went back for work. She's not feeling anything, and she's continuing taking those supplements. We are taking almost the same. And then also the sister came. She was not taking any food. She had a lot of problems. We also introduced. She came yesterday saying, oh my, she's feeling so well. She can now feed, she can now do her own work. And all the people under me, all of them, they had issues, and because of my skin complexion, because of my weight, and because the way I was very, very strong, all of them, they are now on this new life. They register themselves, and they are using the supplements, though they are not doing as a business, but they are really wherever took me until when we are now senior manager is because of just purely our goal is for our health first. Then later on, we can now look for people who can do the work. But for now, it's only people one. We don't have exactly all of them. So I had a brother also. He had a lot of problems. He was really off. But we introduced garlic allium, phyto defense, Profitality, and after 2 months, he was just well. Until now, we took about 50,000 shillings Thai supplements, and he's now back. He was just in bed, but now he's back. He's gone to his work. He's now doing farming, and he's doing very well. Hello, is somebody hearing me? Hello?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Okay. So for my testimony, so many people have really benefited. Those who are around me, most of them are around me. Even my grandchild, since she was born, she has been having a lot of mucus all the time, watering in the mouth. You don't know even. But I introduced the salmon omega-3 for 3 months. I went to visit them for 3 months, and within 2-3 weeks, it was clear. The mother could not believe. So guys, this is real. For those people who are new, those who are our guests today, these supplements work magic. For me, I'm just so happy because comparing the way I was and now, I'm very happy. And the people who I've assisted to, those who had problems, now they are good ambassadors. They are now talking about it, and so many people are asking about it. And now the next level, the people we are going to sponsor later, those are the people who are now going to continue to do the business, because now they are really wondering what happened. They are seeing people who are operated the other day, and they are on duty, and nothing. The way we know cancer, when people hear about cancer, it is a deadly disease. But because of that neighbor of mine, he has a good testimony, and he's really telling a lot of people, and she's very happy. So for me, guests, this is an opportunity, and especially for changing lives, especially health-wise, and then the rest will follow. Once you are healthy, you can just do anything. You can go very far. But first, the foundation is our health. Our health is our health. When we are well, our health is our wealth. Once we are healthy, we can do a lot. So then just happy. Back to you, Mr. Hussein.
Thank you so much, Salome.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. And we are happy to hear that and happy that you're in our business. Thank you, and you for sharing your story with us. As you have heard and seen, these are people who are, she's had testimonies on her own on what the products have done. So a lot of times people say, this is what it's done for me. But do we have evidence? Is there evidence? Over the years, the last 27 years I've been in the business, I have found there's so much evidence that shows that it works. Some of the products we have, like the herbal respiratory complex, as we go, herbal respiratory complex also helps you with allergens, helps you when you've got coughs and flus. This is something that can help also boost your immune system. The herbal respiratory formula is and has got its benefits there. Other products we have. We've also got something for children. Children are not left out. What would children use? And for children, salmon oil can also be used beneficially. Salmon oil plus for children. I remember a case where a mother had with five children. She was giving them salmon oil, and only one child was taking. Out of the five, only one was taking. She said at one point, the four other children, all were getting sick. And the one who was taking the salmon oil diligently did not get sick, and a cold came around twice. From that point, she said she forced them that they must take, because this is something that will benefit them. They're much better off as they go out there. Vita Squares for children. This is like your training with training, and it's chewable, sweets, very tasty. Helps to the system also gets your basic nutrients into the body. We also then have the Vita Guard. The Vita Guard is also used. It's like the carotenoid complex, but for children. Helps boost the immune system with carotene and a flavonoid blend. So children can also benefit from this when they're on school, when they're playing around. This is something also nutrition. You can do something for your children as well. And then there's Liquivite, which is a liquid. Liquivite, which is a vitamin C liquid that can also be taken by children. So there's also something that you can have that benefits kids, children, selected carotenoids and flavonoids in them. Neolife has got a whole range of other products that can address areas that we need. Bone and joint health, stress management, sharper minds, weight, heart. There's a lot of other products within the ranges that help keep our levels well. And when you're doing this, remember, Neolife offers them a business opportunity. And this will be discussed with the person who was brought here, who can give you more information about a business, but you can also build it as a business. A lot of us go out there and talk about things that have helped. We normally go and say, I like that barber, that nyamachoma joint, that hair salon. We always talk about it, but we never get paid for these things. Why not change that? Get something like Salome has done. Talk about things that benefit you, and you recommend to others. And by recommending to others, you can build a business. Not only do you help yourself, you help others, because then people get to know. And they can build business. You'll get some people who will say, we want to build businesses. We want to minimize stress, get some extra money, helping other people, consuming something that is beneficial to us. How often do we eat things or do things that are beneficial to us in the long run? Many of us forget about that. We work so hard, but forget about taking care on a day-to-day basis of things that are beneficial to us. Every day, it's good to go for checkups and say, how am I doing? But besides going for checkups, I'm saying, what is the problem? Do something before it becomes a problem. Yeah, do things before it becomes a problem. This way, you're helping yourself in many ways. Every time, and when you become a distributor with Neolife, when you become a distributor, you also are able to get the products at a discounted price. So you save a little bit more. Minimize the stress of having to buy things expensively. Save a bit more. As you're saving some money and you're recommending, you're making a little bit of money. And there's a way you can do it systematically. We've been around for the last 65 years. It's been developed. It's been there. I know some people say there are many other companies, but get to a company that has got tried and tested process over years. 50 different markets. You can be earning internationally. As the dollar is falling here, don't get stressed. Don't become dismayed. Get in and do a business that helps you. And products are delivered to your doorstep. This can be organized to your doorstep. So when you're ordering online can be delivered to your doorstep. So it makes it very, very convenient. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our presentation, but remember a few things, the things that we said. How do we take care of our immune system? And we talked about diet, we talked about the things that we eat, those are things that we are a problem. The last one was stress, minimize stress. And in our day and age, there's a lot of stress because many times what we're earning probably is not enough. We're trying to make ends meet. One of the things by getting involved here, besides just going to the doctor, we can do things that can prevent illnesses, things that can make us, every day you can do something about it. Your immune system. Slow down the growth of cancer if you ever get it. Slow it down. Corona does that. Do things on a day-to-day basis. Mention to somebody on a day-to-day basis. Build a business that will be there for you even if you have to retire and cannot work any longer. You have built a business that and the more you make it a habit, the easier it gets. This is our opportunity. The company helps you a lot. Turn to the person who invited you here, please. Today, not tomorrow. Make plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow we go and buy. Get your carotid complex. Get your products that you need. Do something about your immune system today, not tomorrow. Not when it's bad, not when you've got sick. Do it today. And I assure you, life can be much more pleasant. The monies that you earn can be enjoyable. The people around you not be complainers, that the people who will be healthy. Thank you for being a part of this presentation. I hope it's been helpful. I look forward to welcoming you aboard on our business. Have a great afternoon, and we meet again. We have got a presentation tomorrow on business. You're welcome for that. But turn to the person and get more information. How can I be a part, or how can I benefit from this business? Good day, everybody, and goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, Salome, for sharing that. Thank you, Fred. And good afternoon.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Salome. That was great. Good day.